Hi, I'm Emily Ann Capitz, and I'm doing this for my blog. I guess I want to talk about somewhat of how I got through everything I went through. If you really want to know, you can check my blog, which I'll put a link to in the description. But anyway, um, we'll talk about some of it now. But anyway, I guess for those of you who have read my blog or know me personally and know some of the things I went through, when I was younger, I was molested by my older brother. In all honesty, I do remember some of the worst parts of it. My childhood in total, I don't remember. It's doctors told me that I probably erased that part of my memory because some of the things were too traumatic for me, which kind of sucks because I can't really tell people when I met them or a really good time in my life because I just can't remember. And I try really hard to remember, but it gets really hard sometimes. So I've learned to just live for now. And the things I do remember, I choose to talk about the good things. Like, I remember a birthday party I had with the Powerpuff Girl theme, and I don't know how old I was, but I remember I really loved that party. I can remember some friends, I remember some things, but not that much, but that's okay. I know I'm going to start making new memories with better, better days, I guess you can say. It might not always be that way, but I've been through enough to know that it's not always going to be good, but it it's always going to get better. Sometimes it gets worse before it gets better, but um it's eventually going to get better. For example, because of everything I went through, I was kicked out of my old school. They told me it was because I didn't live in the district, which was true. But in reality, we had found out that they had been kicking out a lot of people. So if you had like children going to that school and there were multiple of them, let's say you had 3 kids, 3 of them are going to that high school. Let's say one of them messes up in something, all the kids get kicked out. If you don't live in that district, even if you have like the permit to go there, which pretty much sucks. Because I was kind of like, very depressed and I wanted to be with my friends. I wanted to be with people who were supporting me and I couldn't be with them. I was forced to go into a new school through all of this and I could tell you it sucked. I didn't know anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. Who was I supposed to talk to that I know that would be there for me? But I guess you can say it worked out for me in the end. I ended up making friends. They supported me, they helped me through some of the things I went through. They were kind, loving. The sad part was that I ended up basically losing my friends from my old school. Some people just stopped talking to me. Some people were just, I guess they didn't want to be my friend anymore after everything I went through. But that's okay. My mom told me that we don't always keep the friends we have, and sometimes we lose them, and it hurts, but it's for the better. Like, the friends I made in this new high school were wonderful, but I don't think I'm keeping them. It kind of sucks. A lot of them, I guess, wanted me to conform to their ideas and their ways, and I decided that I'm not going to be like that anymore because I used to be easy to push around. I was good at keeping secrets, keeping quiet for obvious reasons, but I work through it. I now am assertive. Like I learned that I'm not going to let those people that hurt me put me down and keep me down. I'm going to fight for what I want, to be who I am. So I became more in a sense talkative. Like I became able to say, this is what I want and I'm going to get it because I'm working for it, so I'm going to get it. And I guess a lot of people didn't like that. But if you ask some of the friends I do have now and my mom, they've noticed that I've changed a whole bunch. That I've become able to talk about things. There are some things I don't like to talk about for obvious reasons. I've become able to be outgoing and work harder and understand that people are gonna put me down, but I need to get back up, dust myself off, and keep walking forward toward my dream. I guess when I was younger, for the longest time, I didn't think about that, didn't think I had a choice. But now I see that I do. Oh. Okay, I have to. Okay, talking about something else before I start crying. Okay. Anyway, with becoming more assertive and fighting for what I want, I decided I wanted to be. Well, we'll start from the beginning. I love reading, okay? I love reading stories about crazy things, just far off places, maybe drama, anything. It was just like a way to live another life. And eventually I decided, hey, you know who can portray all that? Actors! So I decided I wanted to be an actress, though I didn't think I'd make it that far because I just decided I wanted to do it. Didn't think I'd make it, like I said, because I never had training or anything, so being crazy as I am, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go audition for an acting school. And I was surprised when my mom took me. My mom and I were more surprised when I actually got accepted into it. That was really shocking. They said that they loved my look. They loved that how I was able to bring the emotions needed. They said that they could tell I have been through a lot because of the emotions I brought, but they said that's what made me a better actress, because I was able to bring forth that emotion because I felt it. I can bring it out and display it when I needed to. That made me so excited. Like, I was actually good at something I didn't think I would be good at. So I went for the classes and the training, and eventually, before I knew it, I was graduating, which was a few months ago. And I did my monologue and everything, and a few weeks later, we were taking our headshots, me and the other people that graduated. And that same day, we were to audition for a showcase. So we were auditioning for it because the showcase was the Hollywood showcase. I mean, it's in Los Angeles, so yeah. Anyway, the showcase was that we auditioned for. They picked like 300 people to be a part of, and they fly them in from the United States and I think basically all over the world to be presented in front of the top agencies. Trying to remember. Agencies. Producers. Basically, what's the word? Record companies and all that other stuff. Because people did singing, dancing, acting, modeling, all that stuff there. And I auditioned for that. I had kind of messed up in the beginning, so the lady had to tell me to speak louder, because, well, I was nervous. So my mom and I automatically are like, oh, didn't make it, but tried, and that's all that really mattered to me. I had tried my best. I may have messed up, but I had tried. So the next day we went back to see my results, and they had told me that I had made it. And I was, well, trying not to. I kind of cried when we left, but trust me, we were there for like an hour, and I almost cried, and I was trying not to cry, and I kind of like, when we left. I realized I said a lot, but anyway, I was so excited, and for the showcase, we are trained by professionals in that thing. Oh my god, okay. Trained by professionals in the industry, and try not to say it. And other people that are damn it, I did it again. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep saying I just know it. Anyway, trained by professionals in the industry, and we're taught basically anything to do with the profession. Like, they give us advice, they tell us how much whoever you work for, like managers, can take from you, how much they can't. And I'll tell you, I'm excited. Who knows, maybe I'll be, well, I don't really want to be famous. Successful is what I want to be, so enough to like afford my own home, and basically that's it. Well, not my own home, that's not just a house, but like be able to live well off, basically, and also to prove to those that have hurt me that I'm better than they thought I was, and I've amounted to something they never thought I would, that I never thought I would originally, but now I see that there's a possibility. I just have to keep training for it. I have to keep working for it, because eventually I'm going to make it. It's just going to take some time. Bet you hear that dog barking in the background. That's my brother's dog that my uncle's messing with. Barks a lot. Anyway, I'm going to have to keep training and practicing my monologues and my commercial for the showcase, and I'm working really hard on it, and I hope that when January comes and when I do the showcase, it's going to pay off. Like, I'm going to be able to afford to buy a better house, to afford for my college, because of my books. Yeah. Books are expensive, I can tell you that. One of my books cost over $100. It's expensive. I guess that's all I can think of right now. I hope that some of you go see my blog and see how much I've progressed through all this. I don't update regularly because sometimes I'm really busy with stuff, but I try to. I'm gonna try to update at least once a week, or at least put a daily tip, because I do have that. It's not always daily, it's just tips. I hope that my blog and me talking about what I went through will help people that have gone through it or going through it become strong enough to talk to someone, to ask for help, to say, hey, this is happening to me, please help me. I know things didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Apparently they couldn't get the person who hurt me because they didn't have enough evidence, but I know that I'm working toward, like, even though they can't put him in jail, I know now people kind of are weary of him because they're thinking, is it, no, well, what she said true? Because some people don't believe me, that's fine. Not everyone's gonna believe you with things. Most of the people who don't believe me are my dad's side of the family. My dad don't believe me for anything, but that's okay. I have my mom who loves me and who supports me through everything. And that crazy dog that's barking. Though he's crazy, I still have him. I have my younger brother. I have my uncle. I have my mom's side of the family that have supported me through a whole bunch of things and I know are going to continue to support me. So, I know I have friends that support me. So, know that if what happened to me is happening to you, that not always everybody's going to support you. There are people that are going to think that you're lying, but don't let them stop you from telling the truth, because what you're saying can save somebody else from what you went through, or it can give someone else the courage to say, hey, they did this to me too. Though that's not something I know I want to hear, but if it helps stop one person from ruining someone else's life, I really don't care. It's my family. Like, if certain people hate me, whatever, I know I'm warning people. It's warning people and preventing them from going from what I went through, because some people don't end up where I am now. Some people commit suicide. Some people are just no longer, they just can't deal with it. They shut themselves off from everything. And I know that it was hard for me. And I know that it was hard for some people, like my mom, to see me go through everything. But even so, I'm glad I went through it, because more than likely it's going to prevent someone else from going through what I went through. I hope this helps somebody. I plan on posting better videos with me not almost crying in them, but okay, I just want people to be aware that not everything is what it seems, because nobody thought anything was happening to me and were shocked when I came out and told them. So always be aware that there is probably something going on for something. Just be aware of everybody around you. I mean, like, you never know what could happen. There might be someone who's silently calling out for help and you don't realize it because they're not saying, hey, help me. But it can be just silent things. You just need to learn to know someone well enough, or notice signs for certain things. Signs may be different for certain people, but you eventually realize that, hey, something's wrong over there. And don't be afraid to speak out if something's happening to you, because you never know. You might prevent that what happened to you from happening to someone else. And I like to believe that bringing out what happened to me, even though the person didn't go to jail, still helped other people, because now people are going to be like really weary of him and think, hey, I heard this happen with this person, so I don't know if we should leave our kids or certain people with them. I just hope that's what's happening now. I don't know. I'll probably never know. But it's what I like to think, that maybe I've helped somebody, even though I'll probably never meet them, I'll never know them. I'll know in my heart that I more than likely helped at least one person. And in all honesty, that's all that matters to me. Helping at least one person from going through what I went through. And that can be for you too. Maybe you might help somebody without actually meeting them. You never know. Very emotional for me. guess I'll stop it here now. So until whenever the next time I make another video. Bye.